Hey everybody, good afternoon. I just woke up a little while ago. Oh my goodness. Having coffee with y'all. Oh my goodness. I just felt down. I was hoping the camper would sell, but there's somebody out there who'll get it. Don't come out here if you're naked. Let me set the coffee off. I'm gonna make my bagels today. Oh, let me get up. Oh, the kids. Gotta come over here and get my. It's funny when you walk into one room and the other room. This room's insulated very well. Well, I gotta pick you up and take this to the kitchen. What's that, Lena? Dana? Move it, move it, move it. Oh. We still have bread.
What?
We still have the bread.
What bread?
Over there.
That you made?
Yeah.
Some of it, yeah.
Oh, I'm tired.
Not much.
Yeah. Lynn gave me her gold medal, unbleached. It won't go to waste. I'll use it. Need to cook the chicken.
I had some of that stuff she gave us the food last night. That was good.
What was that?
Well, it's from some barbecue place. I don't know if it's the one in Parsons or what. It was leftover slaw. I didn't have any of it. Leftover potato salad that hadn't been touched. And the beans. I had some beans and potato salad with my fish. It was good. So there's still some left of it. Like I said, I didn't touch the slaw.
This recipe is called Cooking with a Whisper. Oh my goodness. Doing very slowly. I gotta do something with that today. Let's go outside for a minute. Well, I'm gonna take you outside for a little bit. Look at the mess you made. Come on, boo-boo. We'll go outside for a little bit. Oh, it's nice out here. Oh, I'm gonna work on the grill today. I'm gonna cook out on the grill. Oh, it's nice, it's nice, it's nice. Look at there, buddy. We got the solar panels finally turned the right way. The right way. It's colder in my house than it is out here. What the hell? Oh, I'm not awake yet. I was hoping, darn it. See, I got my hopes up. See, I shouldn't do that. How's everybody? Dan, Alex, everybody, Debbie, Darlene. There's a list this long with everybody's names on it. Jenny, Gay. So Mother's Day is on the 11th. My son Georgie's gonna come up and see me. Well, he lives in Georgia. Not too far. Got an itchy back. So, I was thinking, Gary's gonna love me. 8 feet and 8 feet is 16. I thought, well, it'd be nice to bump it up just a little bit. I don't know why. I came up with that idea yesterday. Nick's like, we're not digging any more holes in this ground. You don't have to dig the holes, ding it. They make these concrete slab things. They're like, or they put posts in. So they're really not sitting on the ground. They're, you dig out a little bit and you put the concrete slab and then you put the posts up. A couple of them. That's how I look at it. Yeah, I think my porch is too small for it to be screened in. I was looking at it last night. That means they'd have to come up here. I'll show you. See where the eaves is? Tie into the eaves. But then when you got this dang thing sticking out. See it? That and the air conditioner. We got too much stuff on the porch. Oh. Yeah, the last night the bugs were so bad. Whoa. I don't know how that would work with the screen door, unless the roof line came out, because I have doors under my breezeway, under my shed there. That would be hard. Yeah. Oh well. Well, good luck, Deb. Going to the casino. Hope you win big, babe. I did that once. We went to the casino to Tunica. Took like $20 or $40. And if you win, you bank it. You don't blow it. So we banked it. But I remember that trip I went to California when we drove a truck. Me and I worked for Jeff Rees over there in Lexington. I went with Roman. He's one of my coworkers. Jeff says, you need to go with him. I'm like, oh, God. 2 damn Yankees in a truck? This should be interesting. Okay. Because we fought the whole time over. And we stopped someplace off of Interstate 40. I can't think where right now. But I remember I had to go to the bathroom. James was his name. And he says, I bet 10 to 1 you cannot stop talking to nobody. I said, you're on, buddy. You're on. Because he knows I talk to everybody. That guy came out of the bathroom. This guy was right by the bathrooms are slot machines. I'm standing there, I'm waiting for him to come out of the bathroom. Like, why is he taking so long? So I go over to the men's, and there he is standing. And then he was talking to some guy, and he's counting. 1, 2, 3. And he says, oh, you're from Pennsylvania. And then I opened my big mouth. He said, see, I told you you couldn't stop talking to anybody. You talk to everybody. And I says, well, that's what my nature is. I can't help it. But he had a voucher. I had $11 to my name. When we walked in that casino, I came out with $2,500 in my name. He goes, I could still see it. And we walked in there. I said, James, I've never played a dollar slot machine before. He said, it's your lucky day. I put $1 in this slot machine. It was the Wheel of Fortune. I could still see it. I pulled the handle. It went around. Ding, 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 ding. I was like, oh. James looked over and said, what did you win? I said, I don't know. I'm still it's a free thing. So I gotta like this. Hold on. I'm not even out here. 5 minutes. Hold on. We gotta get one of these. Okay. And James says, he leans over and he says, what did you win? I said, I still have to pull the handle yet. Wait. I pulled the handle again. And it went click, 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 ding, 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 ding. And of course, they don't give you money. They give you these cards. And see, I can't sit here without a bug getting me. God bless it. Oh, ow, ow, ow. I hate this stuff. It's steep. I know that's not good for you, but whew. It's okay. Let's get back to the story. So I pull out the card, and I thought it said like $25. He said, you're blind. Give me that damn card. You won $2,500. No, I didn't. No, there's no way. And the guy just came back and he said, that was my machine. I've been on that machine for hours and you come along and you win my money. That was funny. So we left there and we ate lunch at the casino. It was a truck stop. If you guys drive truck, you'll know. Out there on Interstate 40, I think it was. And I can't remember what town it was, what state it was. But right beside the truck stop is the casino. And we ate there. He had a free voucher. So now I go up there and it was you sat down and it had, I don't like the ones that have the crisscross ones. I don't like them. Look at Bubba, I gotta show you Bubba. He's in the yard just sitting here in the sun. You cold, Bub? Bubby, you cold? Oh my goodness, what are you working at? Or Lena Dina on the porch. It was some kind of, I think it was the ones with the bars across. I remember the 7. And I thought, well, I got $10 now. I put another dollar in it and pulled that. Or press the button, that's it, press the button. And went ding, 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 ding again. And he told the guy, you need to eat, we gotta go. I said, well, that was the first time I've ever been so I won 500. So I walked out of there with 3,000 in pocket. First thing he said, can I take a loan from you? I said, if you pay me back, yeah. So when we got to California, Napa, California, I deposited that money in the U.S. Bank. And the lady, I told James, I said, let's park the semi in front of the bank. Nobody's going to mess with you. So I walked in there, and the lady said, whose semi? I said, it's my semi. Has you got a problem with it? No? They blocked the whole thing in front. I deposited the money in there, and I think I left the 500 out, so in case we went somewhere else. And he promised me to go to the ocean on that side of California, but it was far away. We went to Napa Valley and dropped off countertops and all kinds of stuff. And the smell, when we got on 35, holy hell, I thought chickens were bad. It was dairy farm. The cows, oh my God, you couldn't even turn your air on, that's how bad it was. And I got on the radio and I said, what in the hell is that smell? dairy farm. Oh man, are you kidding me? Cows smell that bad? I didn't think cows smelled that bad. I know chickens smell hell worse, but cows. So we dropped our load, and then we went to Napa Valley, and we dropped the trailer, and we had to kill some time. So we went up to the vineyard, and I brought me some good damn wine back home. And because my husband's military, I got a discount, and yeah, I said, where the hell are we gonna put this? There's no room in your truck, and I don't want these damn bottles ruined. So I bought some. It was pretty. I've never been to California, that part of the area, Nancy. Look, we have a dead dog in the yard. Pup, you all right? You soaking up the sun? You're gonna get burned. Boo boo. Yeah. They were good days. Oh, when Jeff said to go out with him, I thought, oh my God, we're gonna kill each other. We're gonna kill each other. Oh my goodness. I said, okay, I'll try to keep my cool, Jeff, but he makes me mad. I'm going to tell him. And then he should never listen to me. Oh my goodness. So we're on our way to California. We're on, I don't know, the highway out to 40 maybe. And then it changes, you know. And God, I think when we got to New Mexico, holy hell. I thought, hot here in Tennessee? Hell no. It was hotter than hell out there. It was super, super hot. And when we were, because I've never been out west. My runs were to Texas. Texas, as far as New York. Jeff sent me mostly to Texas. All of Texas. Yep, Darlene, I was down in your neck of the woods. Down in Parr and Victoria and Dallas, Houston. And, yeah. Now, Texas reminds me of Florida. The stretch had what's them things, cactuses and palm trees. Like, I felt like I was in Florida. But going back to California now, I remember driving along, and you could see the dust devils, they call them, or tumbleweeds. I just woke up because it was, you know, I didn't drive. He drove. I was navigator. And I saw the tumbleweed, and I said, stop. I've never seen a tumbleweed before. And I'm like, he says, we're never going to get to California. He said, no, we cannot stop and get that tumbleweed. So I got to California. I think it was Highway 35 or was it 10? You'll tell me, Nancy. She lives out that way. But that was an interesting trip. And then we dropped our load. We picked up another load coming back. And Jeff wanted us to be in Chicago the next day. I'm like, what are you smoking, Jeff? But we got there. I guess I kept them awake. That was my job, to keep them awake and don't go off the road. And so we went, how did we come back? We went to the top part of California. and come down to the Rockies. And I remember getting out of the truck and hanging on. We stopped at a rest area, and I'm like thinking to myself, why do I not feel right? And I'm walking and I'm hanging on to the rail when you walk up to the bathrooms. And I get in there, and the little girl and mom was in there. And I said hello, she said hello, and I just didn't feel right. I felt like I was leaning. I wasn't drinking anything, just water. And the little girl says, I know what's your problem. I looked at her like, yeah, what's my problem? She said, you got altitude sickness. I'm like, what? What the hell is that? That's when the oxygen is, you're way up there, and there's no oxygen up there. I thought, holy hell. So the lady said, just drink lots of water and you'll be fine. I said, wow. So when I was walking down, and James was having the same issue with the same thing, I said, I know what's wrong with you. You got altitude sickness. He's like, what? Yeah. And then he should never listen to me. I said, let's take this road. It's a little country road, but we'll make it. I can get my truck under there. He can't get his truck under there. He's on an 18-wheeler now. he had to lower something. We got to cross this area when we're coming out of the Colorado, coming down. And we went down this hillside. Oh, honey. I looked at him, I said, whatever you do, do not go over to the side of the road. Do not go over to, there was no berm, no nothing, no guardrail. It was straight drop. And then we come across the bridge, not a bridge, it was an overpass. I had to stand on the outside of the truck, hanging on to the grab bar, and the door opened to see if he's gonna make it. That's how low the damn thing. It said 13 something. It was a lot lower. He said, I ain't listening to you no more. I said, okay, that's fine. We got there. We got there on time. Yeah, it was my last trip to California, Nance. It was a good one. Them were good memories. Oh. And then he asked me to go with him once before. I had to get the okay with Jeff. And went to Indiana. You know Indiana has a circle all the way around it. We went around it once, and then we went around it twice. He missed this exit. I said, stop. Do you know you've been around this damn thing twice already? No, I haven't. Yes, you have. I said, I'll bet you $10 you've been around this damn thing twice. He says, I'll let you, when we pass that bank, I'll take well, we didn't have cell phones then, you know. I'll show you. We went around the third time. Okay, shut up.
Okay, what?
When we went to Indianapolis, you go around they have the Outer Bank of Indianapolis. He missed this ramp.
No such thing as Indianapolis Outer Bank.
It was the bypass.
For what?
We were delivering stuff, and he missed this exit.
I don't have to put the sugar in the sun tea right away, do I? I can just make it, then put the sugar.
No, I would put just put 1 scoop. If you're going to use the big bags, or it would be 8 little tea bags. If you use the 1 bag, just put that 1 bag. make sure you put some little hot water when you add the sugar, okay?
Okay.
From the tap, it'll make a difference.
Okay.
Melt the sugar and fill it up. Ah. You're from Ohio, Dan. You've been through, I know you've been through Indiana. And it's got that loop around the city. Oh my God, yeah. Yep. That's a lot of memories right there, let me tell you. I drove a hot shot. It's like a box truck. I made as much as money as the big boys and big girls made. And I loved it. I loved it. I could name, I would play a game with myself and name, when I pulled up to the truck in front of me, I would name the trucks to see if I knew what they were. And sometimes I was pretty right. And then I had some really good friends that drove big semis. Like James was one. John was another one. He lived in Ohio. I can't remember where. Was it Cincinnati? Cincinnati, maybe? Yeah, he's in his 80s already now. When he knew I was out in Texas, he would wait. They would wait because they could hear me on the radio. And we'd all drive down, back home. His runs, John's runs, were to Natchez, Mississippi, Dyersburg, Jackson. He was hauling paper. Boy, that's a heavy load, let me tell you. If that ever shifts, that would, you have to tie that down real good. I hauled car parts, generators, kitchen sinks, all kinds of stuff I hauled. Yeah, when we first moved here, we had 0 jobs. 0 jobs. Yep. When I got a job here, what did I do? I had 2 jobs, I think. I worked at a nursing home. An old lady threw up on me and I looked at myself and said, why? Why am I inside? I like the outdoors. I like outside. I gotta find a job. I worked there over in Decaturville. Is a, what do you call that? The cleaning lady. That's what I did. Then I worked at the Food Giant in Linden in the deli. Then I got a job at the factory. Well, let me back this up. We had 3 mortgages. Yeah, living high on the hog. Not anymore. 3 mortgages. Holy shit. We had this place. This place didn't look like this. It was just that little building there. We had a 30-foot travel trailer and a house payment back home in Illinois, the Victorian house. And yep, he didn't have a job. Oh, no. Wait. We worked at Bates. Oh, the hellhole from everywhere, whatever. Worked in a factory. I made rubber gaskets. Put them together and bring the machine down. You gotta line them up just so. It was in August when we moved here. We had 0 air conditioner here. 0. So when you come home from work and have no AC in the house, and it's hotter than hell here, and it was hot in the factory. You took several showers, several showers. I worked at Bates on Highway 13 at the schoolhouse. I lasted a week. He lasted 2 days. He said, I gotta do my resume. I was like, good. And then I worked, that was the first job, worked at the nursing home till that lady threw up on me. I said, what the hell? This is crazy. Then I worked at Food Giant. This is my third job. And I worked in the deli. It didn't bother me any, you know, if it just comes natural. Worked one in Parsons and one in Linden until the grease was shut off, and I was cleaning the fryer in Parsons, and the grease was shut off. I waited till it cooled down, but it was still hot. Somehow the grease splashed up and hit me in the hand and burnt me hand. And I looked at myself. Why am I inside? I need a job outside. I went and got my F endorsement in Columbia. Called them up, never looked back. I quit. Worked over in Parsons. Like when you first come into town, you see the storage places over there. I worked hauling drugs at night. Yeah, I was a drug pusher. Hauling meds to the nursing home. And I loved that job. I really did. Nobody bugged you. Nobody. From 6 o'clock at night till 6 in the morning. I was the first one home. Them older guys I worked with, they never got home till like 8 o'clock. Holy hell. I worked that. Took all the meds to all the nursing homes in the state of Tennessee and some in Mississippi. I liked that job. I worked nights. I worked there 2 years doing nights. And then when they turned hands, then I was down to 4 days a week. Or was it 3 days? 3 days a week. And I didn't know what to do with myself because I, get up and go, So Nashville called me and asked me if I would go ahead and work for them until they got drivers. I said, sure. So I'd work here Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. And up there in Nashville, I'd work Tuesdays and Thursdays. I didn't have to do Sundays. Sunday was my day off to rest. But I knew the route, all the nursing homes. One day, I was in Clarksville, I think it was. I had a lady stopped in front of me real quick. And of course I was paying attention, but it was like a chain reaction. The lady stopped, I hit her, the one hit me, and it went down. That was in May. It was all right. I still remember that cop being real, grabbed me for some stupid reason. Grabbed me out of the van and was out of the car and yelling, screaming, hey man, calm down. We were just in an accident, And of course, the guy was being a jerk, and the other cop came over and said, it's okay, she's fine. I don't know what his problem was. And then, the Dairy Berry Bar boys, they were twins. I had an escort wagon. And my route was to go to the nursing home. We got Parsons, Linden, Columbia. Oh, where else? I could see the route. Murfreesboro. Nashville. I had to go all the way to Baxter. There was a nursing home way over there, almost into Knoxville. And then come back and came home. Well, the people, it was rain. I'd never seen rain like it did. It was raining sideways. I just left Linden Nursing Home. And I remember, hey, Dad, can you bring me some water, please? Hold on. Dad, can you bring me some lemon water? It's in the refrigerator. Can you bring me some lemon water? No. Okay. Oh. Let me think. It's bringing me memories back. Let's see. On my way to Linden, I remember the nurse telling me, now I wore a dress. I still see that dress. That red dress had pockets down the side. I had white shoes, white pearls, and earrings. I like to look nice when I go somewhere. I just left Linden. I gotta go up.
I gotta go get yours. This is mine.
Oh, that's yours?
That's Kool-Aid.
Oh, I don't want no Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid and apple juice.
That sounds disgusting. Yeah. I'll try some. Well, oh, he's following you, Dad. What is in this again? Bring it down here, Dad. That's not, it's gonna fall there. Bring it down there.
It's Kool-Aid and apple juice. Put it where?
Right there.
It won't stand up. Right there?
No, it's gonna, you'll knock it over.
No.
Oh, this is disgusting.
Hey, it's cold.
Oh,
Go get your drink.
just like the peanut butter.
Soup some poop. Little guy took a dump right over there.
Oh, that's all right.
I saw him do it.
He's got to take his dumper somewhere.
Get it outside,
Yep. So I'm in Linden. The nurse says Daisy might as well just stay here. It's really rough up there. Oh, I'm like, them old people got to have their drugs. You know how that is. I got past Sanders' garage. All I remember is saying, oh shit. That's all I remember. Found out I had one ball tire when I left the shop up there in Parsons. They said I had one ball tire. I was in an escort wagon. Always wore my safety belts. I had double safety belts. When I woke up, you could hear, what the hell is that sound? Of course it was me. I rolled the window down. My coworker said there was not one window in the RV. In the escort wagon. I said, sure it was. I rolled the damn window down and I crawled out. Thought it was poison ivy. No, I thought it was glass. It was poison ivy. And I remember seeing like lightning all around me. Like somebody took a switch, off and on, off and on. And this was about 8:30. Was it? No. Because we left the shop at 6. So it was about 6 or 7. And Then I heard a man. I heard a baby cry. I didn't see the baby. I didn't see the man. I must have been in and out of shock. Well, I don't know. He said, go call 911. And then I was out of it again. Raining. Just pouring. And they put me in a stretcher. By that time, I guess I'm awakened. And I grabbed onto the door of the ambulance. And of course, they knew me. Daisy, let go of the door. You know what time it is? Yeah, it's about 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Not yet. It's
The
close.
door. The door.
I know what you know what. We'll see what boat you can get.
Good water. I put a little bit of sugar with what? Oh, here comes Bub. He's going to help you, Dad.
I show you. I'll pick you up.
And so when I had my hand on the door, Daisy let go of the door. I'm like, he says, you know what time it is? I said, yeah, it's about 7:30. It was way later than that. And of course, I gave him all the numbers. That's all my coworkers' numbers. And they write deliriously, delirious. Well, I don't know. Where were you working when I rolled my company car? Were you working at JCI?
What year was it? I don't know.
Shit, I don't know.
I don't either. Tell me the year and I'll tell
Shit,
you.
I couldn't tell you that either.
I don't know if I was at. I might have been at.
I think you were at JCI.
I don't know.
That's the little car place over here.
It ain't no little car place over here.
Well,
It ain't
now
here
it's
no more.
bigger.
It's Johnson Controls.
Yeah. So I said, man, I got to get to the nursing home. What are you hauling? Everything. Every drug you can imagine. They were out there with their flashlights looking on the ground for my drugs, and they're in paper bags. They're so wet. It took them forever. And they took me to Linden Hospital. Oh my God, I can't believe. Don't ever go there.
It ain't there, Jen.
I know,
I'm
but I'm
working on
just
it to open
saying,
it back up.
don't ever go there.
It ain't open yet.
So one of my coworkers, Jack, comes. I grabbed him by the neck. I said, "Take this damn wet dress off of me." I said, "I know your wife. It'll be okay," because they had that wet dress on me. The next day, the tornado come. Nick, I didn't break any bones. I just broke my glasses, and I think that was Monday or a Tuesday. Wednesday, the storm came. And Nick threw me under the damn house right here, this little part. We had the porch. You put me under there. Remember, we grabbed, we had the cats. We gathered the cats and got under the.
I don't think that was.
That was May.
That was when that.
When that tornado.
That was in like
look,
99.
look.
Yeah, but in 99, you weren't working for that company yet, were you?
I was working for
99. We just got here
No.
in 98.
It was right after that, 98.
Okay.
I was working. Do you remember? Don't you remember?
And I wasn't working for Johnson Controls.
Well,
then
you were
either.
working somewhere.
No, it must have been the other Century Electric or whatever it was called.
Where?
Century Electric, it used to be called. The
Where's
one
that
in,
at?
The one in Lexington, just north of Johnson Controls that I worked at, where they made
Oh,
motors.
it's Leroy Samaritan.
Leroy Samara is what it was called.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I might have been there.
I think you were there, maybe.
I think so. by
Yeah.
then.
But, and then, of course, they gave me something to relax me at the hospital, since I had no broken bones. Thank God for that. We're under the house, under the porch. We had a little chair set up under there. Rain. Honey, I never saw the rain
Oh, yes, you have. It's rained
It
more
rained
since
like it was coming up into the under the
then. It
breezeway.
does come under the house, yes.
I mean, it was coming up. I thought, hell, we're gonna drown under the house.
No, you're just on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it was coming up. And then we heard the train.
We thought. It went over, it didn't
It
come
went
down.
over our house.
Way over.
The train went,
It went
over
way
the house.
It was up high. It didn't come down on the ground
No.
until later.
But you could hear it. And I'm higher than a kite now, okay? I looked at Nick, I said, I didn't know Linden had trains.
How do you remember that?
I can remember stuff like that.
I don't even remember that.
I do. Put some of that stuff on you.
Not doing it.
Okay.
I don't like this stuff.
Okay, that was Wednesday. Thursday come around. I go to work. They release me. I can go back to work. The shock finally have wore off. I think I put my last paper bag in the van, and then tears started rolling down the cheek. And all my coworkers grabbed me and said, Duck, you could do this. I have faith. I think they called me all night long. And it was the same damn run. But I got through it, and that's what you keep going. Yep.
No, it went out.
What went out?
This.
Well, you
Turned
got
it
it
down
too low.
far. I had it turned down too far, yeah.
Yeah, I get to sleep until 12 o'clock today.
Close, I think.
Yeah, I needed it. I was depressed.
Apparently you needed it. I don't know why you're depressed, because the camper didn't sell. That was the first nibble.
I know.
The first real one. The other one was a scam. So.
Yeah.
The first real one, that is.
I had RB Trader just text me and said, here's yours, and then here's these other ones. And they're selling for $8. And I sent them back and said,
selling them for what?
$8,000.
Bullshit, they aren't.
I said, nah, that'll be right. We'll just keep it.
What do you mean we'll keep it?
I mean, just keep it like whatever.
They're not selling them for $8.
I need to eat something. Make an egg or something for.
Well, there's
Wait.
leftover. I left 5 of those fish in a bag in the refrigerator. They're
Oh,
good.
yeah.
And then there's beans and corn and baked beans with barbecue and potato salad and slaw. So,
Where'd you get that?
Lynn,
Oh, Lynn.
they give us the slaw, the baked potato salad, and the beans with the barbecue in it.
Ah.
The other beans and corn I had already opened. So
Okay.
there's plenty of stuff in the fridge. What I'm trying to say.
So needless to say, I did my route and I did really good. But the guys kept calling me all night long. Are you okay, Duck? Are you okay, Duck? Yeah, I'm okay. And that's what happens when you have something tragic like that. You get back in the car and you go. So I worked nights. And then they gave me a day job. Oh, hell, you want to talk about that's so different. Day job. I thought I'd like it, but I didn't. I told them I'd like my night job back, and they said, oh, we can't give it to you. And I'm like, okay, fine, I quit. Moved on. I've had different jobs. Then I worked at Gore's Keystop.
We'll do some pooping scooping.
Go ahead, you do some pooping scooping. We need a real scooper.
I'm not going to do boot scooting boogie. I'm going to do the poop scooting boogie. Scooping boogie.
What are you doing?
The poop scooping boogie.
We need to get a
Well,
real.
There it is right there.
No, Georgie's got that long one,
Yeah,
you know,
we need a better one, yeah.
better one.
Since we got 3 poopers.
3 poopers. Well, this is their pooping
I know.
area.
That's their bathroom.
The yard looks nice since I trimmed it.
Yep.
I'll get busy and get motivated. I'm not motivated yet. I'm still relaxing. My hands hurt from that thing.
Where did I put the other?
I worked at Gore's Keystop. I worked at the factory in Linden. Now, I like that now. When I worked at Food Giant in Linden, I worked at the factory. I was wondering why my sewing machines at home wouldn't work as fast as them surgery machines, you know. Them surgery machines are whoosh, you know. We made hospital gowns. I loved my job. And my boss lived right up the road from where I live, Broadway. So I got a severance pay. I took some, I worked, and then our company went under, and I took the truck and trailer and went up to Fort Campbell to get my son's car and bring it back home and put it in storage because he was going overseas. And when I got back to work the next day, they had a severance package for me, said that they were closing their, and I liked that job. It was making hospital gowns. I was enjoying that job.
Where's that poop scooping boogie? Where's you
You're so full of
That's what I was
shit.
doing. I was doing the poop scooping boogie.
Want to play some cards?
Yeah.
Go get them.
Let me rest there. That wears you out. The poop scooping.
Poop scoop it. Ay, 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 ay. So,
Well, when the sun's out, I got 450 volts on it.
wow. I told George and Ernie, it's all done.
No, it's not all.
Well, you gotta now put your wires together. They come in the mail
Today.
today. Oh, good.
Yes. I gotta get the PVC pipe before I put it on the ground.
Is the truck running it?
Went out there this morning and it won't start. It's the battery. It's gotta be the battery because it started yesterday. Every time I started it, you wait overnight and go start it. It won't. It's the battery.
Huh.
It's the battery. Must have a weak cell in it. Maybe not a dead cell, but it's got a
Well, we
weak
gotta get
cell.
one. We gotta have the
We don't
truck.
have the money. So how we gonna do that?
I'll just put it on the cards.
Okay.
Yep, like everything else. Put it on the card and pay for it later.
You pay for it. You pay for it pretty quickly.
I always do.
You don't let it stay there.
No.
That's good.
Mm-mm.
We don't carry a balance long. So.
No. Oh, I was mad about the water bill,
And that's not the problem though.
water and gas.
It's just a $25 payment hadn't hit and it will. What?
Need to bring that up right there.
What is it?
The sun tea, right there,
Bring it where?
right up here.
Out here?
Yeah, right up here.
I don't think it'll last long.
Oh, my hand hurts. It'll be all right. Worked at Gore's Key Stop in Lexington. And then that's when Don Johnson says, "You want to drive for Jeff?" And I said, "Sure." He said, "Go home and get the truck and the trailer." I had an F-250, same as that one, but it was a crew cab. Diesel. Had a trailer. I bought Jim's trailer from him. It was a car carrier trailer. Them guys had a bet on me. Didn't think that I could get that truck and trailer in between two tight semi, what do they call them, box trailers. He said, "If you get that trailer in there, you could work for me." Okay. So I did. Backed that right in there, pulled in my mirrors, got it in there. And then that's when Jeff said, "You could go get your medical card." I got a job? Yep. What will I be doing? He said, "You'll be driving a box truck." And I said, "All right. That sounds good to me. I'll do anything for a box truck."
Not
Yep.
anything.
No, I liked it. He was working at Johnson Controls, and I was hauling the cart parts back and forth. I loved that job. 9/11 is what screwed us all over. I was the last one to be hired and was the first one to go. It's just sad. I didn't want to turn in my keys, but I had to. And then I took some time off. Jim broke his foot or did something. I forget what he did. But he asked me if I would drive his diesel truck, Dodge diesel truck, and pull in his RV, his fifth wheel, down to, where was it? Where did we go? Oh, we went to Louisiana. And he signed his books as I drove. And I remember him saying, "Don't worry, it'll follow you." It did. You remember that, Jay? Oh, God, that was many years ago. But that gave me experience hauling campers and whatever. Took some time off, and then I worked for Wilbert, hauling people to doctors and hospitals all over Tennessee. What the hell kind of job was that? It was a crazy job. You know, when you drive and then you haul people, it's like you want to choke them.
Your web.
It wouldn't be so damn bad if we didn't have them little
What?
things on the ground. See here?
Them tree things.
Them tree things.
I don't know what those things come up. Which tree?
What tree?
I'm not sure. Not sure which one they come from. They're a mess. They are a mess. They make a mess. I know that.
So you're getting 410 watts right now.
No, that was volts.
Oh, volts.
I don't have a way to measure the wattage.
Look at that, Jay.
It was up to 450 when I was out there.
Was it?
When it's real sunny, like, you know. Let's see where he is right now. We'll go quick while the sun's out. 442, so it's down a little.
Too bad that tree's in the way. That big one.
I know it.
Oh well, it still gets good.
Still gonna get enough. You'll get enough. If it don't, I could always go back and turn it that way.
Oh no, I'm not turning
Not
that
right
damn
now.
thing anymore.
Right now, you're right. Nope, we're leaving it right there for now. And if we turn out we don't get enough, I may have to turn it that way.
Ugh, gotta sneeze.
Oh,
Oh,